Mondius. Yeah.
Hey.
Hey, man. This is one of the last ones.
Stop saying that, bro.
It literally is. Guys, look, we had a long journey, but the pod's ending at the end of the year. Breaking news to all two of you that are actually going to watch this. Now, don't forget to like that video, subscribe to the pod.
Comment and share.
Thank you. Okay. News, reviews, updates, tidbits, factoids. We do have a lot of things to discuss. I know we fucking do. So let's do it, Monty. Let's get into it.
Did you complete any shows or films?
I have two movies, and I didn't finish Star Wars Vision, so I won't talk about it yet. But yeah, 2 movies.
Which movies did you watch?
Predator Badlands and Good Fortune.
Okay, nice. I didn't see Good Fortune, but I did see Predator Badlands, so we'll interweave those in. So the first review I'm going to get is one show review, which is for Star Wars Visions Season 3. I'm not going to spoil anything because you didn't finish it, but just my overall thoughts on the season. I continue to say what I've been saying with Season 1 and Season 2 of this show is that they need to just hire these writers in the actual live-action Disney Lucasfilm rooms because the creativity that they bring and the storytelling that they're able to bring in these 20-minute episodes, I think is still very, spectacular in my opinion for some of these episodes at least. This time around, we have 2 sequels to episodes from Season 1, The Duel and Ninth Jedi, which people who know me know Ninth Jedi is my GOAT. It's my favorite Star Wars Visions episode of all time. I needed to be live action. But anyway.
I saw the sequel to both of those.
Okay, cool.
If you want to discuss.
Yeah, we can. In regards to just this overall season, I noticed the same trend from last season, which there's 90% female protagonists in every. Out of these 9 episodes, only 1 episode had a male protagonist. That was The Duel Part 2. Every single one is like a female. Like it doesn't really bother me like inherently, but it's just kind of like it seems very intentional.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. I couldn't help but notice that because the same thing happened last season. And there's some good episodes in this season, but unlike previous seasons, in my opinion, there's no truly great episodes this season. I think there's some scattered good ones in there. But I still want them to keep them coming like hotcakes. Give me Star Wars Vision seasons 4, 5, 6, whatever. Just keep them coming. But we can just discuss some of the episodes. My personal ranking of the episodes is my favorite episode was number 2, episode 2, which is called The Song of Four Wings.
Okay.
And a big factor of that, besides the story, is just the animation in that episode was just top tier. Like I loved it. I want a show with just that style of animation. I loved it so much. This is the one when the girl saves the little child who happens to be a Jedi.
Walu.
Yeah, well, I don't like the episode is not. I don't know what I can pinpoint about that's so special, but besides the animation, but I just really liked it a lot. I loved it actually.
I was falling asleep during the episode. It's so funny.
Really? It had really great music as well. My second favorite episode is The Duel Part 2. Once again, top tier animation. I think The Duel Part 1 and 2 have the best overall just fight choreo out of any of the Star Wars Visions episodes. Did you want to speak on The Duel Part 2? Did you enjoy it?
Yeah, so I only saw the first 4 episodes. I think there's 9 total, so I haven't seen the full season. But I'm pretty sure the sequels were in the first few episodes. But yeah, the Duel Part 2 especially, it was one of my favorites in season 1, so I was looking forward to it in this season. It didn't disappoint. It's the best thing I've seen so far in the first 4 episodes. So I don't know if that's a good thing or a bad thing, but yeah, I mean, it's like I said, like the animation, the fight choreo, and I watched it subbed again as I watched seasons 1 and 2, because these are made by Japanese animation studios. Bitch. And it was just awesome, bro. It's just awesome. First of all, the fucking robot Jedi Sith Lord, that nigga was too OP. This nigga was fucking flash stepping, which I know you have no idea what that is, but it's basically like a speed blitz that he was doing, which is crazy. They do it in Bleach. And yeah, it was super cool, super cool. The Ninth Jedi Part 2 can go to hell. I do think that it has a lot of heart, but like for them to call it the Ninth Jedi and have really no ties to the first part, except for the to be continued at the end, which means they're probably going to try to tie it together if they get another season, which I mean, it sounds like they know they're going to get one. But yeah, the whole episode can go to hell. But that's all I want to say. Sorry. Go ahead. Finish up.
I don't think the Ninth Jedi can go to hell Part 2. For me, it's my number 3. It's my third one ranked out of the whole season. But it goes from such a macro scale in Part 1, this huge grand thing, to just like a kind of a condensed story. Which if you're telling a long form story, it's just part of the piece.
Yeah.
To follow up that first Ninth Jedi is like, man, like I actually rewatched Ninth Jedi before watching this one, just so I can get a refresher, and it was so good still. And yeah, this is a weird direction to kind of go in. The stakes don't feel nowhere near as high. Um, I found out there's actually going to be a Ninth Jedi, just a series now that Disney's doing.
Okay,
So they're
good.
going to tell the whole story in like a long format kind of way, I
Okay,
guess.
cool.
But yeah, I agree though. It's not as good as part one, but I don't think it's bad. But I think if you're doing that direct comparison, then it's easier to be like, okay, that sucks, but it doesn't suck. And also that speed blitzing that you mentioned, actually, it's funny. They actually did that in Star Wars Episode 1. I don't know if you noticed that. The
Way
Jedi
worse.
could do like the little speed blitz, and they never did it again.
Yeah.
I'm like, okay.
I mean, it has to be super hard to do like live action, like
yeah, 20 years have passed, but whatever.
I mean,
and also, I guess it wouldn't make sense for Jedi now to do it because the Jedi back then were so much more advanced than Jedi we have now. Anyway, getting into the thick of it. But yeah, so overall, I give the overall season a B-. That's just kind of my average grade of kind of how all the episodes, come together. But yeah, I'm excited to hear your thoughts about the rest of the season. We can kind of get into that maybe on the next pod, if there'll be one. Okay, so I watched 5 films: Shelby Oaks, Regretting You, Predator: Badlands, Christie, and Frankenstein, which is now streaming on Netflix. So we can interweave our reviews in here. I'll do my Shelby Oaks and Regretting You, and then you can give me your view on Good Fortune. So Shelby Oaks is a movie that maybe many of you maybe have not heard of. It did come out in theaters though, but this is important to me because it comes from director writer Chris Stuckman. And for those who don't know who Chris Stuckman is, he's like the biggest movie reviewer on YouTube. He's making that transition from movie reviewer to filmmaker. And so I had to go support because I've been watching Chris Stuckman since I was like in middle school or high school. So it's interesting to see him finally get his chance to make a theatrically released movie. He had the biggest Kickstarter of all time for a film because of all his fans. And then he even got a partnership with Neon Studios and Mike Flanagan, who's done a lot of horror. He's big in the horror space as well. So yeah. So I was excited to go into this movie. And I was kind of let down, unfortunately. And it just goes to show, like, even me, I did it on a much smaller scale, but like reviewing movies is so easy compared to actually making a film. We have all these moving parts put together. I thought like I ain't gonna lie, like I made like a short film. I thought it would be like the best film of all time. Like I'm like I know movies, and then everything comes together. And it's like, okay, I get it. It really humbles you as a reviewer when you actually make your own film. And I think that's what happened here. I mean, it's not bad at all. I think people are shitting on it just because he's a reviewer. But I don't think it's a bad film at all. I think it's just aggressively average, super average. I give it a C. There are some really great things that happen towards the end of the film in that last 20 minutes. Okay, the film's finally picking up. But before that 20 minutes, it's like, okay, oh my God. It's just really going through the motions. They're very trope. You can tell you pull from like a lot of his horror inspirations. He's a big horror guy. And nothing really was really special about it, in my opinion. I'd be willing to bet that he definitely watched Hereditary and was like, okay, I'm going to pull some inspiration from that because you can tell a lot of Hereditary influences, but it felt like Diet Hereditary, if that. And
Diet Hereditary.
Dare I say there's a great movie in here somewhere.
Okay.
But you could just see the novice in him, the novice of his filmmaking. But I'm still open to see what he does next because somebody that knows movies like him, I know he has the knowledge to put it to screen, but does he have the talent and all that kind of stuff to do it as well? So
we've seen many times that people can learn and grow. It's not it can happen. So yeah.
With directors, not as much, but yeah, we have seen it though. Next review is for Regretting You. This is the Colleen Hoover adaptation. And Colleen Hoover, for those who don't know, did last year's It Ends With Us. She's doing next year's movie starring Tyreek Withers. What's it called? Something. I don't know.
I don't know.
Anyway, she makes these books from movies or whatever.
Well,
she ain't making the movies, but she makes the books that these movies are adapted of.
Yes.
The film stars Mason Thames, who's having quite the year, Black Phone 2, How to Train Your Dragon, McKenna Grace, who played the Dyke in Ghostbusters and the reboot. We got Allison Williams from Megan fame and Get Out fame. And Dave Franco's also having a big year, too. Dave Franco's really making that switch from like just these little goofy comedies to drama. And I think he can really do it. Because everything I've seen Dave Franco in from a drama standpoint, he's been killing it. Now this film stars it has two parallel love stories between the young Gen Z couple of Mason Thames and McKenna Grace and the older couple Allison Williams and Dave Franco. And I found the relationship between the older couple so much more interesting than the younger couple because it was nuanced and it had layers. And the Gen Z couple felt like just like a movie you watch on Hulu, like on streaming. Like, okay, it goes through all the Gen Z tropes, and it's like, okay, and they kind of focused heavily on that one more so than the older couple. So yeah, not good for me. And this is one of those movies that is very emotional. Like if you guys seen the trailer, like this sum it up, basically, her father dies in a car crash, but we learned that her father was having an affair with her aunt. Like that's a big thing that you kind of deal with. And the movie goes through so many highs and lows, and I felt none of them. I was just like, okay, I felt stale the whole time. And is this movie actually not good? And I really wanted it to be after last year's It Ends With Us, especially. And this might sound hypocritical, but I still want more movies like this in theaters. It's kind of like not high stakes. It's just kind of like going through the day of a life. It's a love story. It's coming of age to an extent. This is something I would not rush to go see in theaters at all. I wait till it come to streaming. It's not a bad film, but like Shelby Oaks, I'm going to give it a C. I think it was pretty average. I might give it a C minus actually, because there was actually kind of some bad aspects to this film.
Okay.
But it's enjoyable, if that makes sense. I mean, you can watch it and have a good time, but it's not a good film, which is surprising.
See, so I thought last time we spoke, I thought that I was going to go see this movie too because my wife, she read this book.
Right?
Yeah, yes, but she read this book, and I thought that she wanted to go see this movie. I thought we talked about it, but apparently the conversation we had was, no, the book was ass, and like the movie looks even asser, so I don't want to see this. And I was just like, all right, cool. So I'm sorry that you had to sit through that, but yeah.
Yeah, please give me your review on
Good Fortune.
Good Fortune, yeah.
Good Fortune. So for those who don't know, this is the comedy starring and directed and written by Aziz Ansari, starring Keanu Reeves, Keke Palmer, and Seth Rogen. Thank you. I was blanking on Keke Palmer. I had Seth Rogen. I couldn't remember Keke Palmer's fucking name, but. Of course, my fucking dog is gonna fucking bark now. I can't stand him. I can't stand any of them. Anyway, yeah. So look, guys. So this is essentially just like a commentary on society today and how hard it can be, especially if you're living in like a higher, like a place like LA where like everything is more expensive. The rent's higher, the groceries are higher, the gas is higher. It has like an interesting commentary on that. The crux of the movie is built around Keanu Reeves, who's an angel, and he is like his job as an angel is to help lost souls, or to essentially try to make you appreciate your life is the gist of it. But throughout the story, there's obviously funny bits because of who's involved. Seth Rogen is just. I mean, he's been doing it for 20 years, and he's still fucking hilarious to me. His little goofy ass laugh. All he cares about is like smoking weed and like making content, which, cool. But like he's still got it, and like this movie shows, even though he's like kind of barely in it. In the first half anyway. In the second half, there's like a little Freaky Friday where they switch bodies. Anyway, yeah. Overall, I actually like really enjoyed this. Surprisingly, I still think Keanu Reeves is like a horrible actor, and it's just so funny because. It doesn't even matter. Like it doesn't matter. Like Keanu Reeves is going to be the same fucking guy in everything that he does, and it doesn't matter. But for some reason, it just bothers me. Like it borderline takes me out the movie sometime where I'm just like, Keanu, come on, man, like show something. And then something else happens and I just forget about it. But I wrote it down, so it must have really been bothering me when I saw this. I'm going to read this to you. Keanu is so bad at acting, but it just doesn't matter. I literally wrote that down.
At some point, star power trumps acting. Honestly,
I guess so. Yeah, like he's just so fucking cool. Like it's just like whatever. Anyway, yeah. Look, overall, interesting commentary, especially if you've ever done any type of gig work. If you've done Uber Eats or Uber or whatever the case may be. If you've ever been at a point in your life where like you're trying to make it. And like you know how hard it is. I think this is like an actual good movie to watch. I wouldn't say you need to rush to the theaters to see this. I think you can wait for streaming, but I still think this is a good movie nonetheless. I ended up giving it a B minus. Like I said, I was pleasantly surprised at this. So, Good Fortune, decent comedy, good little commentary, stuff that you typically don't see unless it's on social media. So, I'd say you guys should try to watch this. Good Fortune.
Nice. Did the film have heart?
I agree. Yes. Now, do I agree with the heart?
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. Probably not. Probably fucking not. Probably fucking not. But yes, it does. Yes, it does.
And they can say yes, in snap, in EBT. Okay. Oh, okay.
Not gonna spoilers.
Christy.
Uh-huh.
This is the film. all I knew that had a Sydney Sweeney in it in the boxing film. That's all I knew about it before I went into it. But I was
Okay,
bored,
yeah.
bored
This is her Oscar.
yeah,
Got it.
bored on Thursday night. Um, yeah. So you know, but on the real though, I've really always considered Sydney Sweeney a good actress. I know it's just this
Good.
commentary that yeah, I think she's good, man. She's always,
Okay.
people always say she's just a nice pair of eyes, nice pair
Tits.
of tits, and pretty face. But I mean, her role as Cassie in Euphoria is iconic. I mean, say what you want, I think it is. I saw her in last year's horror film called Immaculate. I thought she was really fantastic in that. And here, she's good once again, man. I mean, Oscar worthy, I wouldn't say so, but she's always been a good actress, and she's not relying on any of her sexuality in this film at all. They take away her blue eyes. She's gained weight. She's not trying to be sexy at all. She's playing like a butch basically in this film, and the performance still shines through. So that's kind of more of a testament to that her being a really good actress in my opinion. Anyway, this is based on the true story of a real life boxer I never heard of before, Christy Martin, who was a big pioneer in just women's boxing. Like she was the first one undercard during Mike Tyson fight, and she was
Clarissa Shields and Christy Mack.
Martin. She was the first woman to put women's boxing like on like the big television screen. So I thought that was interesting. I learned something. Shut the fuck up. Anyway, the biggest issue with this movie is that most boxing films like this, man, have this exact same formula, and it's getting old for me. That formula is that you find a diamond in the rough, somebody who likes to fight, that have any skills.
Uh-huh.
They find a trainer.
Okay.
They get proper training.
Yes.
They reach these new levels of heights of success and fame, and then their ego gets the best of them, and then they have to get humbled by life and by boxing itself.
Mm-hmm.
The third act of the film becomes something completely different, which you would think would kind of help rejuvenate the film and its tired formula, but it goes in such a strange direction that it kind of took me out of it a little bit, to be honest. This thing happened. This thing happened to her in real life regarding her, her domestic abuse and all that kind of stuff. So I get they had to throw that in there. Yeah, man, it kind of sucked all the life out of the movie that was remaining. If you want to see a much better movie that's in the very same lane, well, I wouldn't say a much better, but a better film, I would say watch last year's biopic on Clarissa Shields called The Fire Within, starring Ryan Destiny and Brian Tyree Henry. Very similar structured film, but I think just a little bit better.
But they're all black, so Monty loves it more. That's why. That's why.
Don't do that. Anyways, also I just want to say they did Layla Ali so dirty in this film because in this film Layla Ali was like one of her biggest fights, and Layla Ali is a very pretty woman in real life, and so the woman that they cast, it had to be racist. Like the woman they cast to play Layla Ali in this film, I said, "Oh hell no, bitch! Oh hell no!" They had like this 6'5" buff ass guy. I'm like, "Okay, this is crazy." Like, have you seen Layla Ali? Anyway, I give this film, I give it a C plus. It's not bad at all, but it does nothing new, and the performances weren't to the point where I was like, okay, so yeah. Let's talk about Predator Badlands together last, and let's do my review on Frankenstein, which is from one of my favorite directors of all time, Guillermo del Toro. Man, this guy loves his fables. He loves his fairy tales. Look at all his filmography. Hellboy, Pan's Labyrinth, The Shape of Water. He loves these kind of films, man. He loves creature design. He loves practical. This nigga was nigga going viral saying "fuck AI." That's so funny. And now a large chunk of this film is dedicated to just the origin of Dr. Frankenstein and how he got to make Dr. Frankenstein's monster. And for those like myself, and I feel like most people who are very well versed in the story, it's been around for 200 plus years. It didn't offer that much new substance or new interesting that would kind of make me care about the first hour and a half of this film. Like I know that the story of Frankenstein. I know he becomes a mad scientist. I know he makes Frankenstein. I know he comes to despise his creation. Like what are you giving me here that's new? Now the film does flip on its head towards the end and tells the story more so from Jacob Elordi or the Frankenstein monster's point of view, which I thought then okay, it's getting interesting now. But then I fear it was kind of too late. And I feel like this movie's going for that old kind of classic Hollywood monster feel of like heightened emotions and everything's super dramatic. And I felt zero of the melancholy that Del Toro is going for, unfortunately, in this film. And I'm being very objective here. Like I feel like this movie's getting a lot of praise, and I might be in the minority. But guys, I have no reason to want to hate on this movie because, like I said, I love Del Toro. I love his aesthetic. I love everything about him. But for me, this is a rare miss for Del Toro. It's not a bad film. Del Toro doesn't make bad films at all, but it's just disappointing in terms of my expectations for the film. I think Oscar Isaac was grossly miscasted as Dr. Frankenstein. It just didn't work at all. Like, why would you hire a Cuban actor, a French? I don't know. It was weird. I think that Jacob Elordi does really good in the character work here as Frankenstein. He's one of the bright lights of the film. But this is a film that I was so mad I couldn't watch in theaters because it had like a limited release in theaters nationwide. But I'm so glad I was able just to watch it on Netflix on the couch, or maybe who knows, maybe that theater experience would have helped boost my experience because I don't know. But overall, I give the film a C plus. It's not bad at all. It's just from Del Toro standards, and what I love about Del Toro, it doesn't offer anything that kind of stayed with me personally. So yeah.
Okay. Wow. Interesting. I was really looking forward to watching that, but now I won't. Thank you.
I mean, like I said, I'm in the minority. Like I logged it in my letterbox. The average rating is 4 out of 5 stars. I gave it a 2.5. So, and also my review on TikTok. I'm saying that I'm in my most people like the movie. Is what I'm saying.
No, what the fuck is a letterbox?
Oh, yeah. Are you serious? It's the app that most people who watch movies have. It's like a you like log in all your movies that you've seen for the year or any time that you've ever seen them. You can rank them 1 out of 5 stars.
I'm totally trolling. I think it's hilarious that you think that you're like bold enough and big enough to fucking rank movies, bitch, on Letterboxd.
First of all, it's for the common man. It's for anybody.
That's what's up.
Anyways,
I highly rated it too. Everybody's rated a 4.
Next review is for Yautja.
Wait. Tell me about your TikTok. What happened to your TikTok?
No, I was just saying, like, yeah, I reviewed it on TikTok, and people were like shitting on me in the comments, like, how can you like this movie?
Did you change your TikTok name?
No, it's Mondoose. I blocked you.
Oh, that's what it is. Okay.
Because you used to watch my reviews before the fucking pod, bitch. But once the pod's over, I'll unblock you. Mm-hmm. Nigga, looking for my ass.
I was like, how come I can't see Monty's fucking videos anymore? What the fuck?
Yeah.
All right, Predator Badlands. Yes.
Yautja Badlands. Please give me your thoughts.
Yeah, man. Look, so this is one of my most anticipated movies of the year. Unfortunately, after looking at my list from earlier in the year, I was like, damn, Predator Badlands, huh? But yeah, to be completely honest, once the movie was over, I was kind of like surprised that I enjoyed it as much as I did. And I'm not sure why. I guess I've just been having, just terrible times at the theater this year. I guess I'm just down mentally, and like, this movie really surprised me, man. I don't think that this is excellent by any means, but I think that it was like really damn good. It reminded me of like that 2005 King Kong, something from that era of like just this world that you go to where like everything wants to eat you. And like something about that is just like chilling. Like you stop.
I'm lying.
Father.
The Father. I don't care. I love that movie. Go ahead. I'm sorry.
You don't love that movie.
Yes, I do. I love that movie.
But yeah, like something about that where like if you rest for a single second, like you're in dire straits because like there's something trying to kill you, whether it's a fucking leaf, a tree branch, something's in the water. Like it's just like, God damn, like every single time. And then like, what do you do to combat that? You put a fucking predator in it, bitch, and you watch it fucking work. And even from like a story perspective of them trying to tell me, okay, this is one of the small predators. Like he should have been cold. He was a weak bitch. Okay, well, he got on that planet. He was handling motherfucking business, bitch. Like that nigga, look, first of all, he ain't take no L's throughout the whole movie. No L's except for the thing that kept regenerating. And that, I mean, that's not his fault because like he killed it twice. So that's not even his fault. But yeah, it was dope, man. And I think the thing that even worried me more before the movie was the rated R thing about how they said that it can be PG-13 because there's no blood, there's no humans. In the movie, to be completely honest, it didn't bother me at all to see like the green blood or the white blood from the little androids or whatever. It didn't take me out the movie, so whatever. The little android counterpart in this movie was needed, I think. You can tell that they tried to do the good cop, bad cop, or like the goofy and the straight man, which I'm a sucker for. Sorry, I love it in every aspect, so give it to me here. And yeah, like I was like almost in love with this movie, to be completely honest. I think from a lore perspective, quote unquote, I think there's like a lot there, and like hopefully, I mean, obviously they're trying to tie it into Alien versus Predator again, which I need it. So please do it. But yeah, man. Oh my god, the visuals, like holy shit. So I got to see this in IMAX at Regal in Arbor Place Mall. Bro, the visuals for this movie is just fucking beautiful. Like, I mean, starting from the beginning when like he's on his little world, and then when they go to the Badlands and it's that title card shot, it's just like holy shit. Like, oh man. So yeah, I give this a B plus. I really don't have anything like negative to say about this movie. The only reason that for me like it didn't get an A was just because I felt like it needed a little something more for me to like absolutely love it to give it an A. But I mean, everything else in this was really really good. So I ended up giving it a B plus. Man, this is one of the best movies I've seen this year.
Nice, man. Nice. Yeah. Yes, man. This comes from Dan Trachtenberg, who has a firm grip on Predator these days. He did Prey. He did Killer of Killers, which I think you really enjoyed Killer of the Killers, didn't you? It came out earlier this year.
I can't remember. Oh yeah. That's the 3-part story. Yes,
Yeah.
yes.
And now he's doing this, man. I think he just keeps getting better. Well, I think Prey is better than Killer of Killers. But anyway, yeah. So, this guy, yeah, he loves Predator. Obviously, you can tell. I love when you can tell when a filmmaker actually loves the lore that they're actually telling the movie of. And I remember being half and half on the idea of a Predator protagonist. I think we talked about it on the pod. I was like, it's intriguing, yeah, but I'm like, how the fuck is a Predator going to be the main, thing? Or like, and I was worried that he would have too much dialogue. I'm like, Predators. I mean, yeah, they talked in the past movies, but they haven't like just been talking like conversations. And in this movie, they did, but I mean, he was quiet for the most part. But
Yeah, barely.
Said, Elle Fanning, who was Dakota Fanning's sister, was necessary to kind of help that ease that narrative, that narration along. I found myself laughing at Predator's jokes. I'm like, what the fuck is going on? Like, why am I laughing at a Youch's jokes? Like, what the fuck is going on here?
You're a tool, bitch. Shut the fuck up, bitch. You're a tool.
Yeah. I kind of wanted them to fuck, but that's just me. Anyway, so
like,
testament to good writing.
Okay, I guess.
I ain't gonna lie to. I knew I was in good hands from the opening of this film. Like that opening scene was just so. It's probably one of the best openings of the year. Oh, his brother and the father, and I was like invested immediately. I was like, I sat up in my chair like, oh, hold on, okay.
Let me lock in real quick.
I'm there for a little movie right here. You know what I'm saying? It was a great way of showing just the overall like the ruthlessness of the Predator civilization. Now Badlands or Jenna, the planet of Jenna, like you said, it reminded me so much of Skull Island from Kong, but it's like Skull Island on steroids. Like everything, nigga, it could be a fucking pine straw.
Yeah,
about to kill your ass.
Oh, what's this?
He 1,000% would have died without Elle Fanning's help. Speaking of Elle Fanning, I didn't know she had the yada 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 like that. Did you see her in that outfit? I said, oh my god,
milky.
Dakota Fanning, bye. What your sister talk about, nigga? Anyway, but it's so funny because I remember watching this movie. I remember just saying to myself, like, I said to my dad, I went to go see it with him. I was like, this feels like a video game. He was like, shut the fuck up. I was like, because he had no idea. But anyway, I was like, this feels like a video game. Like, it just feels like cut scenes from a video game. Like, you have to fight the boss, And then sure enough, I saw like a Dan Trachtenberg interview. He was like, yeah, I was definitely inspired by playing video games to make this movie. I was like, okay, that makes total sense. It feels like a live action video game in the best way possible. I'm not saying like in a bad way, in a good way. And of course, you mentioned the visuals, but I want to shout out the score and the sound design, man. I was like, I saw it in Dolby, so I was like, man, this sound design is like, it's like Star Wars level, and I don't say that lightly. Like, even though Star Wars, I'm not the fan of what they've been doing lately. You can't ever deny Star Wars sound design; it's iconic, and it kind of gave me Star Wars vibes in that sense. At this point, man, I'm ready for a damn Xenomorph movie. Give me a Xenomorph movie where we follow a Xenomorph tracking down these niggas.
Bro.
I'm kidding, by the way, but
I was about to say them niggas is too crazy.
There have been 2 attempts this year to make a Xenomorph and a Predator have humanity and humanize them. In the Alien show that just came out, they gave this.
Is that what they did?
Oh. They made him basically to be like, he has like the personality. It was like, okay, it works. It fucking works. And it works here. So I guess Alien and Predator are heading in the right direction. Like you said, man, this is inevitable. Like we're getting the Alien vs Predator. Like it's happening again. And, I think that bringing in the sense was a good idea to help tie in that universe. And I also just want to say that the alien monkey stole the show from me. The child of the fucking whatever that shit is called.
Oh, the Kalisk.
That shit stole the show. Yeah. The scene when she was copying everything that nigga's doing, I had my audience rolling. I was like,
it's so funny because like usually little characters like that are like super annoying in most instances of a movie, but here it just absolutely worked. Like you said, like the nigga leaning back, the nigga was like.
That me.
Yeah,
I'm kidding.
Yeah.
But I can say whatever I want.
Yeah, you're funny. You're nuts.
Anyway, but yeah,
Monkey see,
like you said,
monkey do, boy.
great movie, man. I'm not great movie, but really good movie. I give it a B. Like I had no complaints about it. It just like you said, it just for something that didn't put me over the edge. Maybe it was the emotional tie-in. I don't know what it was, but it was still like I recommend it. Like if you like action movies, like my dad loves action. He loved it. So yeah, great movie, great film for that kind of stuff. Anyway, let's talk about what's coming out. Crash Bandicoot is getting an animated series in the works at Netflix. I think it's kind of long overdue, to be honest. I think his world is ripe and due for a animated story. I mean, I can say I'm gonna be there opening night to watch it, but for kids, I think Crash Bandicoot, Spyro, all that kind of stuff has a good lane to be delve into and tell a story. Animated, no.
I was skeptical when they did this for Super Mario in theaters. Now this is on a much smaller scale in terms of character and on some fucking Netflix. You said so. I'm good luck. Y'all have fun. Yeah. I'm not watching this.
I think there's also a Sonic animated show on Netflix right now too. I don't know anybody that watches it, but if it's good, let us know. It's over. Zolo Maradueno, the guy who played Blue Beetle,
yeah,
I think has 0 star power in my opinion. And he's also in Cobra Kai. Will be playing the beloved Portuguese
the Ace.
Portuguese the Ace in season 3 of the live action One Piece show. I love the One Piece live action. That's all I watch. I know you love the anime, so I don't know who Ace is. I think he's like the brother of Luffy or something like that.
Yes.
Tell me your thoughts on this casting and just Ace coming into the show in general.
Well, Ace has to be there. He's a part of the show. I mean, he's got to be there. It's not like they have a fucking choice. I mean, yeah. In terms of casting, I think a lot of fans wanted him. I mean, you can see why. Like, he looks a lot like Iñaki. They literally could be related. So sure, let's do it. I'm sure he can match the physicality of what Fire Fist Ace is going to bring, and he'll be great. I'm not worried at all.
Yeah,
for this live action bullshit.
We have some details on the live action Mass Effect series at Amazon. For those who play the Mass Effect games, are you excited? It will be an original story. It takes place after the game trilogy is over, and it's now being written. So all my fans of Mass Effect, the video game, you guys have a live action series coming your way at Amazon. Nice. Ridiculousness has been canceled by MTV after 14 years and 40 seasons. 40 seasons. Crazy.
I love, first of all, apparently I was the only nigga watching Ridiculousness almost every night to go to sleep. I mean, it's not, because that shit is so fucking funny. I don't care what nobody says. Like, there's nothing better than like compilation videos of like people doing stupid shit and people reacting to them. Like, it's hilarious. So, I'm gonna miss Ridiculousness. I can't believe it's finally over. The run's finally over. I've been watching it for so long. I've depended on it for so long. Hopefully reruns will still come on. But yeah, whatever. Ridiculousness. RIP.
Every guy know what the word compilation means for one reason and one reason only. Stars will cancel BMF after 4 seasons. This is a show that I hear people talk about. I've never watched. All my little BMF fans, Big Meech, it's over.
Wait.
What?
Black people? Drugs? TV screen? Monty, what it checks every box, brother. Why are you not watching this? I'm confused.
Shut the fuck up, you racist bitch. An animated Hello Kitty film is in the works. It's set to be released July 21st of 2028. Guys, I'm not kidding when I say this. This film might make $1 billion because like Hello Kitty is like so beloved by like women and like Asians. It's like it's gonna make it. I think it's gonna make $1 billion just off the IP alone. But what are your thoughts on this stuff?
Yeah, it's gonna make $1 billion. Sure. Don't have no fucking thoughts on Hello fucking Kitty.
Who knows? The Conjuring prequel movie is in development. So this will focus on the early years of the Warrens. And this will be separate from the Conjuring show that's coming out on HBO Max. So yeah, the Conjuring is really just, they said it was gonna be over, but of course Last Rites made so much money, and now they're just gonna keep on doing this thing, man. So yeah, this is actually sad news for me. What's coming up next here? Star Trek 4, which I knew it, but Star Trek 4 is reportedly no longer happening at Paramount. They're moving forward from the cast led by Chris Pine, Zachary Quinto, Zoe Saldana. Me and you spoke at length on this on the pod. I think that cast is just golden together, man. And I really love those movies. Even the third one, which people don't love as much. It's not as good as the first two, but I still love to watch it. Just because of those, like the cast is just so fun to watch together. And so it sucks, man. But I'm sure this will get rebooted in like 3 or 4 years. But what are your thoughts?
Yeah, no, I totally agree. In both facets, yeah. Like, I love the cast together. Sad that we're not getting another one, but it's gonna get rebooted here soon. So we'll have a new trio to root for, maybe.
Yeah. This is the crazy news. This had the internet set ablaze right here. Brendan Fraser, Rachel Weisz are back in talks. They are returning to reprise their roles in the new Mummy movie from Universal. Brother, the Mummy is so beloved by fans.
Imhotep. He's coming. He's coming back after 25 years.
Yeah, Mummy Returns to the best movie in the franchise. I don't care what nobody says. Mummy Returns with The Rock, with the horrible CGI at the end. He was the Scorpion King.
Yeah, you might be right about that. Are you? Yeah, you might be right. Anyway, yeah, look, I want everybody back. Everybody, not just them two. I want everybody back. The Rock, bitch, clear your schedule, bitch. You're coming back as the Scorpion King somehow. Somehow you're coming fucking back. Yeah, like I mean, this is. I feel like this is one of the first franchises that that I was ever put onto, like as a youngster. Like as I've said many times, my mom loves movie, or she used to. And when we were kids, she would always take us to the theater. And one of the things, aside from like Spider-Man in theaters, that I remember seeing is the Mummy 2, because I think the first one came out in 99, I believe. I was 6. Don't remember it if I went to see it. Probably was right there next to her. But yeah, the Mummy 2, I remember seeing in theaters distinctly. I remember seeing the horrible CGI in The Rock and thinking, I don't give a fuck, bitch. It's the people's champ in a movie. We made it. And yeah, I mean, I can't wait for this. Obviously, everybody's older; they're not as sexy, but I don't care. God damn it! Bring the charm, bring the suave and the finesse. Bring your son back. Let's do it. Jet Li, you're coming back too, bitch. I don't care how old you are. Everybody's coming back. Yes, everybody's coming back. I can't wait.
Okay. Yeah, man. This is like Star Trek. This cast is just so undeniable. Like they feel like an actual family on screen, and that's kind of the fun of it all. It's so crazy to think that Scorpion King is actually like a Mummy spinoff. I keep forgetting that it's actually a Mummy spinoff. But yeah, man. Yeah, I'm excited for this just to see this whole cast. But I'll probably do like a whole like a rewatch of all the movies. Leading up to this. So yeah, that'll be fun.
Me and Abby just rewatched The Mummy Part 1 last night.
Really?
Not gonna lie. Dude, no, it's not. But you know, I'm trying to remember the good times. So. Yeah.
I remember Part 3 being so different, but I remember having a good time watching it. Hopefully it ages well, so we'll see when I rewatch it.
I saw that one time in theaters and haven't watched it since, so I must not have loved it. Yeah.
Godzilla -1 has an official sequel title. Godzilla -0 created.
Oh, spooky.
Comes out next year. I'll be there opening.
I'll be there opening.
Pre-advance tickets, like yes,
as soon as there's advanced tickets on sale, bitch, I'm there. Like I don't care. You don't have to say literally anything else. I'm there. Thank you very much.
I don't want a trailer. I don't
want
nothing.
Thank you.
For those who have missed some movies that came out this year, The Fantastic Four is now streaming on Disney Plus. For those who missed it or want to watch it again, and Celine Song's Materialist is the love triangle: Chris Evans, Pedro Pascal, Dakota Johnson, now on HBO Max. For those who missed it in theaters, so nice.
Fantastic.
Great marketing, man. Great marketing. The movie just wasn't that good. But anyway.
In your opinion.
Yeah, in my opinion. People love it, actually, apparently. Anyway. Oh, the movie? You loved it?
Yes. I loved it, yes.
Nice. Mm-hmm. Anyways, just a little fun tidbit here.
I gave it a 2 on my Letterboxd EXD. Sorry.
Like, wait, I'll talk to you after that. Lionsgate is apparently hiring TikTok editors because their success of the mega popular Creed edit. I don't know if you saw. Have you seen this Creed edit on TikTok? It went crazy. It had like millions of likes. Mm-hmm. Apparently, like that drastically boosted Creed viewership so much that streaming is like, okay, we're gonna just hire these niggas instead of just like like blackballing them, stuff like that. And now we've seen Hunger Games edits, we've seen Twilight edits, which have also led to like the release of Hunger Games in theaters. Twilight coming back to theaters because of these edits. Like it's getting fans invested back into these movies. It's getting young Gen Z audiences who didn't grow up on these movies into those movies. And so just the power of editing, man, is really cool to see. Studios like invest in these creators with these young guys, which is really cool. So I love that.
Yeah, man. I feel like similar thing has been happening to Rush Hour. Like Rush Hour is like all over my feed, at least for like the past few months of like the younger audience finding it. And like, if you know about Rush Hour, like it's nothing but racial jokes and, in the time we live in, it's just not okay to be racist anymore. But back then it was, bitch. And it still is to me. So, yeah, Rush Hour.
I have a very, Rush Hour 2 story. When I remember I was being babysitted by my babysitter. My parents came home from watching, and they were like dying laughing when they walked in the door. Like it was to the point I was like, okay, I gotta see this movie. Like it can't. Like, ain't that fucking funny? And sure enough, it was that fucking funny. Like that was just a great memory of mine. But anyway, let's talk some trailers, guys. Julian's favorite segment. Only one show trailer here. It's the trailer for the 4th and the final season of the Bel Air reboot, or Bel Air, out now, coming November 24th on Peacock. This is one of those shows where I know people talk about like black shows don't have like quality these days with Tyler Perry, but if you are seeking out a black led show with actual quality, actual cinematography, actual care behind the camera, watch Bel Air. And if you're a fan of the old show with Will Smith, you'll like it even more. But it's just a really good show, man. I like it. So I'm sad it's coming to an end, but I'm happy that it's coming out again. We had the trailer for the new film called Crime 101. Did you watch this trailer? I just tagged you into this morning. Starring Chris Hemsworth, Mark Ruffalo, Halle Berry, Barry Keoghan. The film follows
the Avengers.
Yeah, right. A thief that has a moral code when performing jewelry heists on the Pacific Coast. Coming to theaters February 13th. Just missed the January window, but it's giving January vibes.
Is it? Is it?
What are your thoughts?
I was about to say, yeah, Manu. Unfortunately, buddy, this is one of those ones where they're not going to get me. Not this time. Look, I look. First of all, I love everybody involved. I'm glad that they're doing a movie together. I saw on Halle Berry's feed that everybody was like, "Oh my gosh, there's Storm and Thor and Hulk all together in a movie," but it's not going to work, Halle. It's not.
And Druid, Eternals.
Yeah, good try. And so yeah, I will not be watching this. Now, I don't think this trailer looked like horrible, like god awful, but it just looked like something that we've seen so many times. And even though it's Chris Hemsworth, even though I know that he can hold a movie together, I'm just not interested. I'm just not. What do you think? Maybe I'm wrong.
No, I totally agree with you. I think this looks like a streaming film. No, it doesn't look bad at all. It just looks like nothing. It's going to offer me nothing, that I haven't seen already. Well, yeah, we'll see. We read the trailer for Scream 7 has been released in theaters February 27th of next year. Of course, the core 4 has been disbanded with Jenna Ortega and Melissa Barrera not returning, but the other two niggas stayed. And they said, I need to check, man. What are your thoughts on this trailer?
Bittersweet. I mean, I feel like I was one of the only ones. Well, I guess I couldn't have been if it's gotten 3 fucking movies, but this revitalization of Scream that we've had over the past few years, like I've really loved the first 2. Pretty sure I gave 5 or 6 A's. And I just think that, that we were heading in a great conclusion of the series, or this trilogy anyway, with Melissa Barrera's character and was she related to the nigga that did all the killings in the first one. But now it'll probably be a little footnote in the story in 7, and we're going to move on. We're going back to Sidney Prescott, which we've seen. This will be the 5th time, I believe. So it's just like, man, I mean, holy. But I'm going to be there opening night. Hope it's something good. Like you said, 2 of the core 4 are still there. And it's still Scream at its heart. So like, it should still have that, that quote unquote magic that really only Scream has been able to grab in the horror genre. So we'll see. But I definitely have reservations. But like, it is what it is. Like, this is the movie that they were able to make. So like, I've kind of just got to take it, and it is what it is. They just couldn't move on with Melissa Barrera, I guess. So it is what it is. Yeah. Trailer look fine.
Yeah. I mean, like you said, bittersweet. It just looked bitter to me. Like, honestly, I don't even care to see this without Jenna Ortega and Melissa Barrera. But I'm going to.
I think that's fair.
I have to, have to see how it ends, I guess. But yeah, man, they really had something great going on there.
I agree. Yeah.
Yeah. I don't even care to watch this, to be honest, but I probably will. Just, I'm nosy. Last trailer, guys.
I see what you did. Nosy. No.
No, but yeah. Come on now. Michael Jackson biopic, Michael, in theaters, April 24th. Yeah. Seeing the tweets about this is hilarious.
It is.
Coming to the theater. I'm going to be annoyed just how people singing in this theater, but whatever.
Get ready, bitch, because
April 24th next year.
Bro,
this is the first biopic that's people think might make $1 billion, which no one surprised me. What are your thoughts?
Did you see the Michael Jackson reacting to this,
yes.
bro?
Who does he think he fucking is? Nigga?
Who does he think he? You're not him, bro. You're not him. That nigga had the nerve to be like nigga, like you're not Michael Jackson, dog. Oh my god, he had like 11K live viewers, by the way. Like niggas is really feeding into this. This is hilarious. But anyway, yeah, the trailer, or I mean, I guess we can call it a teaser or whatever. It's a minute and a half. It was still good. Like, I mean, it's given us everything that we needed to see. We needed to see his nephew Jafar in the makeup, and acting and talking and dancing like Michael, and that's what we got. I don't need to see literally anything else from this. I mean, I don't need to see a damn thing else. Just put it out and let me enjoy this. Thank you very much. So, yeah.
Agreed. Totally agree. Last segment here, guys, random recommendations. Every month, Julian and I swap 2 movies that we haven't seen before, haven't seen in a very long time, and we give our thoughts on the films, and we give our next 2 for the following month. So the 2 films Julian told me to watch were The Long Kiss Goodnight and Mask of the Phantasm, Batman. And I told him to watch Small Soldiers and Planet of the Apes, the Tim Burton version. Mm-hmm. So I'll give my review on The Long Kiss Goodnight first. I'll do it in watch order. This film stars Gina Davis, who at a time, man, this is when Gina Davis ran the world. I used to love Gina Davis. I thought she was so fine back in the day for some reason. I remember being a kid, like, this woman is fine as hell.
Just an average white woman, but
yeah, she just looked good to me. I don't know what it is. We got Samuel L. Jackson, Brian Cox, man, as well. Brian Cox is unsung hero of the 90s and early 2000s. But anyway, so I'm watching this movie, right? I'm like, okay, wow, Julian actually recommended me a drama or like a comedy. I'm like, okay, he has something else to him. Sure enough, action movie.
Bitch, gotcha, bitch. Gotcha.
This nigga, I was like, I should have fucking known. This shit turned action movie real quick. I should have known what your stupid ass. But anyway. So basically, this bitch is basically Jason Bourne.
Yes.
I really do wonder, like, do the Jason Bourne writers watch this movie and be like, I got an idea, but with a man. But honestly, this movie was enjoyable. I could not take Gina Davis serious as a badass. I'm sorry. I know. I just, maybe because all the roles I've seen her in before, I don't know what it is, but I just could not. I'm like, when she like flipped the switch, I'm like, okay, bitch. You're an assassin.
Okay.
But honestly, it didn't take me out of the movie though. But it was just funny every time she flipped the switch. I was like, okay, bitch, sure. Sam Jackson went through entirely too much. Shot, beaten, frozen. Just had a chance at some pussy. like nigga, she's not gonna fuck you, bro. Well, she almost did actually. You said
I would say.
But anyway, I found the banter between Jackson and Davis to be the best part of the movie, in my opinion, or the most entertaining part of the movie, aside from all the action sequences. Was anybody else like actually like people who love this movie? Were you guys like rooting for them to have like a relationship? I wanted it to work. I guess in the 90s, black man, white woman, they said, "Oh hell, fucking nah, bitch."
No.
But honestly, hardly any of the action sequences, which is really heavy on the second, third act, kind of moved me. But like I said, the banter was what I really loved between them. I thought they were a really good duo. Actually, I would have never guessed Gina Davis and Sam Jackson would be in the movie together, and then let alone have chemistry, which I actually enjoyed. So I'm wondering also, do people like revisit this movie like how they revisit Die Hard? Because this does sound like a holiday setting. Like, do people watch this movie around Christmas every year? Just curious. Anyway, I gave the film. So I gave this movie a C+ on TikTok, right? I've never had the amount of comments before in my life or any movie review I've ever done saying how wrong I was about the C+. People love this movie. Keep in mind, before Julian told me, I was unaware the movie even fucking existed. But people were like, "This movie is one of my favorite movies of all. This is my favorite movie of all time. How can you give it a C+?" Like, people were just tearing me up in the comments. So that's just, like, obviously people love the movie, which is great. Maybe I just saw it too late. But it's not a bad movie at all. Like, I enjoyed myself watching it. I just gave it.
It's 25 years old though.
That's fine. Yeah, I mean. But like, people will love this movie, so I love that people loved it. So, but C+ man for The Long Kiss Goodnight.
Okay,
loved it though. I mean, enjoyed it though.
So like the first movie that I watched was Small Soldiers. I thought that I had seen this movie before. Like, I was saying it with my chest, like, yeah, I've seen this. Nigga, the 10 minutes in, I was like, what the fuck is this? I never ever.
Toy Story for the hood. The hood Toy Story, bitch.
Well, and yeah, that's exactly what this is. This is like this is Toy Story from the hood. And Monty, I fucking loved it, bitch.
Really?
First of all, like, I don't know if something like this could work like today. So like, this is definitely like a movie of its time when action figures, toys, Barbies, and all that shit was like actually big and like all kids actually played with that stuff. But to see fucking what's the nigga's name? What's the nigga's name that played the chief? Fuck. Tommy. To hear Tommy Lee Jones, bro, everything he was saying was like a fucking zinger, bro. Like, Friday night, we don't do like he was basically like no prisoners, bitch. Like you're gonna die. Like,
you got Bloods and Crips, you got the X-Men versus the hood, you got fucking Gorgonites versus the fucking military elite nigga. Them niggas with instant hands.
Bruh, I thought it was so funny. First of all, these military elite niggas found a way to make everything they had lethal, and I was just like, how is this happening? Like, How? Like this is a nail gun. Like they have a nail gun. Like this is a water hose. Like how are you waterboarding somebody? Like it's just so funny, bro. Like I was completely invested in this movie, and it's so funny because like it's I feel like I say this all the time, but like it's the movie's job to make you suspend your disbelief, and like here, like it completely won me over. I'm like, thank you, like thank you, like 32 years old by the way. I did not see this when I was a kid. Like I don't play with fucking action figures. Even when I was a kid, I never really did. But like I completely got this movie. I really enjoyed it. I gave it a B plus. Kirsten Dunst was a little too old to be trying to hit on this little nigga. He was definitely like 13 in this movie. But you know what? I'm gonna let it ride. I'm gonna let it ride because I mean the movie wasn't really about them. It was about these fucking toys, and I was here for that insane plot of them niggas getting a military chip inserted into them, and all of them were just fucking killing machines. So thank you, bitch. Small shoulders. What the fuck?
Funny, right? I used to watch this movie all the time as a kid, and I actually rewatched it because like I kind of wanted to see it through like your lens, because I haven't seen it in years, and it didn't age well for me to be honest. But I still enjoyed it. But like, it's just like this movie's actually kind of insane. The last act of this movie becomes like a horror movie. Toys just start fucking jumping these niggas. I'm like, okay, this is crazy. But anyway, yeah, I'm glad you enjoyed it though. Last review, guys. I watched anyways for Batman: Mask of the Phantasm. I watched this movie a long time ago. Like I could barely even remember. Like I honestly, I remember nothing about the film. Honestly, if I'm being completely honest. So it was very pleasantly nostalgic to kind of go back down this alley. I love this franchise, this series. I used to love Kevin Conroy, Mark Hamill. This world is very nostalgic to me, very familiar to me in the best way possible. To this day, man, I think that the grave scene is the best scene in the entire movie.
Oh my God, bro. It's so good, man.
It's probably a perfect display of like just what Bruce Wayne's eternal struggle will always be. Like, you know, it's like, can I have this life and do I deserve this life? And I also wonder if like Sam Raimi watched that scene because it kind of reminded me of Spider-Man 2, almost like an exact parallel. Like Toby goes through the exact same kind of internal thoughts in that film. Like, do I deserve to have a happy life with Mary Jane? Like, but no, my bigger responsibility is being Spider-Man or being Batman, you know? So I thought that was just a great scene, man. I did not remember this being both a Batman origin story and a Joker origin story. I was like, oh shit, that was a surprise to me. Joker is so creepy in this movie as he should be. You know,
Mark Hamill, like that laugh he has in this movie is just like it gives me chills. Like, what the fuck, nigga?
Yeah, man. I love how kids can obviously watch this film, but it's not dumbed down at all. You know, and it's not full of unnecessary kiddie jokes to like help lighten the tension. Like whenever there's tension in the movie trusts audiences, like younger audiences like us when we were watching it when we were younger. Well, it came out before I was born, but still, like it trusts younger kids to be able to sit with that and be able to internalize that. Like it's not trying to be like, okay, here's a kiddie joke to kind of lighten the mood, you know. And I feel like just animation in general back then trusted their younger audiences so much more with this kind of stuff because I mean kids can handle it. I think we deserve to be able to handle it, all that kind of stuff. And so overall, man, I really enjoyed this film. I give it a B plus. I really wish that the Phantasm, the actual villain herself, sorry, that's a spoiler, had more of a presence in like Batman's actual like rogues gallery these days. Like I think she'd be a great like villain to put into the fold, like Poison Ivy, Harley Quinn. Like put her into like one of the like main Batman rogues. I think she has such a great backstory. She'd be a great tie-in for Bruce and Batman. I don't know why she's only kind of using this movie and not kind of like ever revisit it again. Now was it kind of hard to believe that this woman was throwing around these big ass men? Sure, but in the comic world that shouldn't matter that much. So I would love to see the Phantasm herself in the actual rogues gallery with a more prominent presence. But overall, like I said, B plus, man. I really enjoyed this film. I'm glad I watched it again. I know people always refer to this movie all the time, and so I'm glad I finally got a refresher. Thank you.
Yeah, man, this is still one of my favorite Batman films of all time, even including live action, bro. Like you said, like that scene where like he's begging his parents, like he's having that conversation, and it's just like, please, like this is what I want. And that fucking lightning strikes, and it's just like, no, it's not, bitch. you're fucking Batman. Even in the Batcave when like Alfred gives him his cape in Cal for the first time, and like you see him like put it on in the shadow, and he steps out, and it's just like, yeah. All right, sorry. Okay, all right. Planet of the Apes. Mark Wahlberg's Planet of the Apes, directed by Tim Burton.
Michael Clark Duncan. Who the fuck put Michael Clark Duncan in that gorilla suit? I'm sorry. Go ahead.
Michael Clark Duncan, Helena Bonham Carter, Bellatrix Lestrange herself. She looked just like Michael Jackson in this movie, and there was like some weird sexual tension between Mark Wahlberg, the blonde human girl, and like Helena Bonham Carter's like ape. Like it was like really weird. Yeah, no. There was no love. Like they all just wanted to fuck each other sexually. It was really weird. Like it was really really weird. That's like one of the first things I noticed. I was like, what's going on here? Like, why is this like if it was love, I feel like it would have been better. But no, like it was just straight hunching. Like that's all they wanted to do. Like all three of them. Like it was weird. It was super weird. But yeah, anyway, so first of all, this movie, again, I feel like I've only seen bits and pieces. I've never seen this movie from start to finish ever. So I'm finally glad that I did because honestly, I really enjoyed it. I mean,
I love this movie. I love
yeah,
it.
like
I love it.
I think that this is like a well put together movie. Clearly, they were setting up for a sequel that was never going to happen, but I'm glad they did because like the ending, I was like, oh shit, like okay, let's do it, and then it was over. I was like, oh, but you know, whatever. I mean, I think especially because I've seen like the Caesar stuff first and then seeing this after. It's different seeing the apes not only like humanoid, but hearing them like they have like actual structure kind of in this movie. Like they have buildings and a government and like they wearing clothes and shit. Like, you know, because like in Caesar's time, like these niggas are still warring for the planet. So, like they still out here wild and shit. But yeah, like this is actually, I mean, I enjoyed this shit. It was like 2 hours of some change. I was like, I'm thoroughly invested in this, except for that weird ass love triangle thing.
The sex
And
triangle?
yeah, the weird ass. Thank you for correcting me. The sex triangle. And yeah, first of all, I know you already said it, but who put Michael Clark Duncan in that fucking suit? Who the fuck's idea was it to be like, yo, Mike, I got the perfect role for you, baby.
The perfect role. The perfect role.
The perfect role for you, baby. Only, right. only 20 minutes of makeup a day, I promise. It's just like how dare they? How dare they do that?
Oh my god.
But yeah, man. Look, first of all, this is the first time I feel like you've given me two movies that I've enjoyed back to back. I also give this a B plus, just in terms of fun and enjoyment. I will agree with you. Like the plot sometimes is a little, but you know what? Sometimes it's not fucking about that. Okay, this is about the apes taking over the fucking planet. I'm not here to see no Oscar worthy plot. And I was here for it. I was entertained.
Isn't the actor who plays the villain Tim Roth? You know, it's Tim Roth, by the way.
Mhm.
He's so good in that role. I think he's so good as a villain.
Yeah,
That's like a top villain performance to me all the time. Like he kills that role. Like, the way he walks, the way he looks, like he just looks menacing. Like,
he definitely like committed to it.
Sure. Sure.
The amount of times he like jumped from somewhere else to jump on his horse was a little weird. Yeah, but I mean, yeah. Yeah, I don't know about that. But other than that, yeah, he was good.
Yeah. The Apes Nothing had Spider-Man powers, bro. That shit was crazy.
Yeah.
Yeah, I actually like that movie. I watch it like once every 2 years, bro. I fucking love that movie. I don't know. Anyway,
That's crazy.
Yeah. Okay. Well, this is a sad, bittersweet moment. We're gonna give our final two random recommendations for December. Oh no, wait, yeah, your final two, right?
Maybe not. Oh, well, yeah, I guess because there won't be ones for these will be the final recommendations. Yes. Dang, if that's the case,
make them good. Then make them
all
good.
right. Okay.
Okay. The first recommendation I'm gonna give you, like, have you ever seen this movie called Dear White People?
Isn't that a TV show?
Yeah, but it was a movie first. The show comes after this.
I'll watch it again. I feel like I have, but
have you seen the movie?
I think so.
Okay. Well, I mean, like, do you remember anything from the movie or not really?
Who stars in this?
It stars Tessa Thompson, and it stars
Tessa Thompson.
It stars Tyler James Williams from Everybody
Wow.
Knows.
Okay, maybe I haven't seen this. Maybe I've only seen the TV show. Okay, Dear White People. Cool.
Yeah. All right. Give me your first.
Sorry. All right. Okay. All right, Monty. Damn. So I'm sorry for you. I have to leave you with something action bit. So you're getting something that you're probably not going to love this movie, but you're going to appreciate this movie. And I'm not going to tell you why. You're going to find out for yourself. You're getting Police Story, Jackie Chan, Police Story, 1985. Prime of his powers. You're going to appreciate this movie.
Police Story, Jackie Chan. Got it. This next one was hard, man. This is my last one I'm gonna give you, man. Let me think. So many choices there. You know, it's funny. I have like a list of like 50 things I wanted you to watch.
50? Jesus Christ, nigga.
Let me think. Okay, so I'm going to give you my last random recommendation. Have you ever seen Atlantis: The Lost Empire, the animated film?
Animated movie? No, I haven't.
Yeah. Atlantis.
Atlantis. Okay. And for you, good sir, do I want to give you Deep Blue Sea? Nah, I'm not gonna do that. I'm not gonna do that. I'm not gonna do that. It's too easy. It's too easy. It's too easy.
Nigga, you know I love Deep Blue Sea.
Nigga, you don't. Nigga, you don't. You don't.
It's not better than fucking Jaws, but yeah, I love the fucking movie.
It's the best shark movie of all time. All right. Okay. Have you ever seen this movie called Flight Plan?
Like who stars in that?
Jodie Foster.
No.
It came out like 06.
No.
Flight Plan. Let's do Flight Plan then.
I do love Jodie Foster though.
Me too.
Flight Plan and Police Story, and Atlantis and Dear White People. Okay, that's how we gonna end it.
Don't forget to like the video, comment down below, subscribe to the pod.
I mean,
share if you're feeling frisky. If you won't, if you won't, shit.
Who knows? It could be a tease. Not over.
Mm-hmm. It's not. It's over.
He might change his mind.
I won't. It's over. Hey, look out for the Mondiero pod. It's gonna be on YouTube and everything.
It's literally not. But okay, guys, thank you.
Yeah, it is.